Hi, I'm Twisty, bass player from the Reckless Empire. Today I'm going to take you through a third use of MIDI over Bluetooth, where I'm going to use iRig Blueboard to control Helix and BandHelper at the same time. Just a quick reminder, we post a bunch of music and gear related videos on our YouTube channel, so please don't forget to check it out, subscribe and check out some updates. Let's get into it. In previous videos I've covered how to use the iPad to control my Helix Stomp via MIDI wirelessly. I've also used an iRig Blueboard to control BandHelper wirelessly. What if I could control Stomp and BandHelper wirelessly from the same controller? As I've showed in previous videos, you're going to need a iRig Blueboard. You're also going to need the Yamaha MD0BT01 wireless MIDI controller to connect into the Helix Stomp. To control it, you're also going to need the MIDI Designer Pro 2 app on your iPad. Firstly, if we just want to use the Blueboard to control the Stomp by itself, then this has been set up by default out of the Ed Saxman HX Stomp control template using the Blueboard in MIDI mode number 2, which is CC control mode. Booting it up, hold the C button in whilst you turn it on. That will boot into the CC control mode. On MIDI Designer, first we're going to look at connect to the BT01, which connects us to the Helix, and then also connect to the iRig Blueboard. Under pedal boards, make sure that play mode and design mode are showing for the pedal board. Using 2 fingers, drag down to display the pedals. So pressing each of the buttons, A provides tap tempo, B, C and D change between snapshots. You can now hide the buttons by dragging the 2 fingers back up again. B, C, D, tap tempo, B, C, D. That's the Blueboard out of the box, connected to the iPad to control the snapshots. To make things more interesting, BandHelper doesn't seem to be able to control itself using the command controls. So I've had to look at, to be able to control both the Helix and BandHelper at the same time, I need to look at converting the Helix control over to MIDI notes rather than CC controls. Let's take a look at that. So we're going to reboot the Blueboard into mode B. We would hold down B, turn it off, turn it on while holding the button down, and that will move it into the Blueboard mode 2 to allow it to send MIDI note controls. Under BandHelper, we're going to connect onto the MIDI connection, and we're going to connect to Bluetooth devices. We're going to connect the Blueboard and then say done. Now, as per our previous video, this is set up so that the A and B button do up and down. Next, previous, next, next. Now what I want to do this time is I want only the A button to change through each of the songs, and I want B, C and D to change the snapshots on my Helix. So I'm going to go to settings, I'm going to choose the remote control, and I'm going to change the previous song and next song. I'm going to pick next song to be the A button, which is note 60. Save that. So now when I go into the repertoire, pressing the A button takes me through next song, next song. Now I can't go back. That's okay, in live I shouldn't be going back to previous songs, so this is good for me so far. Now let's see if we can set up the Helix control for the other buttons. Back in MIDI Designer, we want to make sure that the connections are in. We want to connect to both the Blueboard and to the BT01. They're now connected. I want to show the pedals on the right hand side, so I'm going to readjust how they're controlled. I'm going into the design mode. I'm going to double tap the B button. The subtype should be momentary. I want to go to the MIDI. Now instead of control change, I now want to change this to message type. I want this to be note on off. After I press learn, I'm going to press B. It's bounced. Alright, so that's now learnt that. I'm going to do the same thing for C and D. Now, as per our previous video, this is set up so that the A and B button do up and down. Now I'm going to exit design mode. I should now have the pedal board icons change with the press of the button B, C, and D. So now when I hide the pedal board, B, C, D, B. Alright, I also then want to go into more, config, actions, and save the layout. Now I've already saved my layout. Also under MIDI, we want this to be stay alive in background to be highlighted so that this enables it to run in the background. So what I should be now seeing is pressing B, C, and D should be changing the snapshots on the Helix. And if I flick across to BandHelper, I should see A is changing the songs. Well, that seems to work pretty well. I have noticed though, if I change screens, it all of a sudden stops working with the pedal in MIDI Designer. The fix I've found to this is to load up the config when I start and then don't change the pages. But I think I've now fixed that with the running in background mode. I'll try it out more. If you try this and can work out a fix, please leave some comments. I'd love to know if there is one or if I have fixed it. Thanks for taking the time to watch this third video in my MIDI over Wi-Fi series. Hope it's been helpful and you can see how to use it for your live rig or to control other applications. Always happy to hear constructive feedback and how you might be using this technology in a different way. Please put comments below. As I've mentioned before, we do a range of gear and tone videos and also some videos on our originals and some covers. So check out our channel and subscribe. Stay reckless.